Okay, 10-minute chess time again. Start game. Who have we got? 1371 from Canada. Sicilian defense or just e5? I don't know the Sicilian defense as well as I think I do, so just go e5. Maybe Roy Lopez as black. And what's the proper way of playing this as black? Obviously not the way I've been playing it. I've seen knight f3, bishop takes. If you take, then there's a queen. Alright, I'm going to play this. I've seen people play bishop takes c6 here, thinking they can win a pawn. And, okay. So I cannot capture on e4 because of rook e1. So how about just solidifying my control in the center with d6. Developing my dark squared bishop may have been a good idea before playing d6, actually, but we'll see. Bishop d7 seems logical, and what about bishop e7 castle kingside? So let's try not to get too far behind in the time on this game. Whoa, lashing out with d4. It's a move that I like to play as white. So, I don't need to do anything about that yet, do I? I wonder if e takes is okay. Giving up a bit of my central control. E takes, knight takes. Knight takes. I don't give my. I don't want to give up my bishop. I think I should also make a move relatively soon. So I'll take. I think I'll take in the center. Relieve a bit of the tension. And if I take, I'm putting my knight on e5. Let's put my knight on e5, and he can take on d7 if he wants. Just want to prevent his e4 pawn from coming forward. I think this is reasonable. Now bishop e7. I might even be thinking about castling queenside here. That looks better to undermine his pawn center, but he's immediately attacking my knight outpost with f4. That could be potentially weakening though on his king. So how am I just dropping back? If I drop back, I think I have to drop back. Looks like he's going to get in e5 anyway. Okay. Not much I can do about that, I think. If he gets in e5, takes, I'm off a pawn. So I don't think e5 is good here. Surely it's not. So I've ruled e5 out for the time being. He'll need to play a move like rook e1 to support e5. After rook e1, I don't know what to do. But I'm attacking his knight in the center. He's protected by the queen. That's a pre-move maybe? So can I catch back up on the clock? I'm not too far behind. This position is interesting. I think it's still pretty comfortable for black. It's not too much complicated moves in this position, I think, at the moment. There's not too much going on that's going to be too concerning. But knight f5 is interesting. Don't know what that's doing. I've got no idea what that's doing. He's preparing something, I don't know. It looks very odd. Very odd. Castle queenside, just... I don't know what that move is. What is that? I don't know. I'll find out if castling is bad in this position, which it might be. At the moment I don't see much of a problem with it. So, knight f5 seems like a very strange move. He's probably tempting me to play g6, but g6 I think is a move that I would want to play in this type of position. In fact, I might even just play it right now. Thinking about it. Okay, because bishop g7 seems like a natural move to play as black in this type of position. So I suppose he's going to play, I don't know, knight e3 or knight d4. It seems kind of pointless to go back to d4 actually. What? Giving me an extra move, basically. So how about just putting immediate pressure on his knight, bishop g7, maybe rook e8, putting pressure on the center, maybe encouraging white to play e5 or put a rook behind it. Is it going to be bad if I capture on d4 with my knight? His queen's going to be on d4. Is that going to be bad for him? Not at the moment, I think. Not at the moment. There's no tactics I can use. Doesn't seem to be many tactics with my bishop on g7 against his queen on d4, if it is there after I take knights off. But if he takes knights off here, then I've got two pieces on e4. And he'll need to defend it again. Probably with rook e1. So, he played a3 a moment ago. I don't understand what that move is doing. Because my bishop wasn't opened up anyway. What are all these weird knight moves? I can just win a pawn here, I've just realised. I can capture. Surely that's a blunder, because I can win a pawn. I just capture on d4, knight takes, and then knight takes e4. Is there anything wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with that? I don't see it. Simply threatening to play knight takes a7. Check. Okay, maybe that's what the idea is. Knight takes d4. He ignores it with knight takes a7, king b8. Then plays queen takes d4. Is that what the idea is? That could be annoying. Alright, I won't do anything crazy yet, just play king b8. Just king b8 for the moment. So I'm watching over a7. Time is about even. I've now got pressure on e4. e4 is not protected, so I think going for the e4 pawn one move before this one was probably not the best idea. I think I would have a hard time with queen on d4 and a knight on a7. It could be a bit torturous for my king. My king could be in a tiny bit of trouble in that type of position. So just king b8 seems quite reasonable and sensible in this position. I don't understand his weird knight moves. He's been doing a lot of knight moves. So I'm still thinking of rook e8, putting more pressure on the pawn in the center, or maybe even simply just capturing this move if he doesn't. He does move his knight back. So rook e8 seems logical, I think. It does seem logical. Which rook though? Let's go this one. Rook d to e8. Seems good. I'm just putting more pressure on e4. So if e5 is surely a blunder. Let's take with a pawn. Takes with a pawn. Knight takes. My knight on f6 is attacked once. Maybe bishop g5, or maybe this line's just total nonsense. It's probably just nonsense. I don't think e5 is going to happen. Surely it's not going to happen. So what are his candidate moves in this position? Let's see. Rook e1 seems logical to protect the pawn. What else? After rook e1, can I play d5? Maybe. I don't know, maybe. Is there any need to though? Should I just play rook e7 and try and play rook h to e8 after rook e1? It's a good question. Let's see. So I think knight takes c6 is out, because then that will put a third piece on e4 and that pawn will fall next move. So knight takes c6 is no good. Rook e1 is a good defense. I don't know why he's taking so long to think about his next move here. Surely it's not too complicated. You just need to guard e4. e4 is weak. I don't know what he's thinking about. Maybe he's thinking about some complicated attacking thing. Or maybe he's thinking about sacrificing his e4 pawn. Surely this isn't good. This is what I was talking about just a moment ago. I was certain knight takes c6 was a bad move, because now that pawn's going to fall next move. But he might play e5. He does play e5. Okay. So if I play pawn takes, I'm opening up the d file for his queen. Is that a bad thing? There is queen c5 check before capturing this pawn. Queen c5 check, king moves, and d takes e. Maybe I should leave my queen where it is. I think I've got to capture on e5. I don't really see much of a problem. My king doesn't have any heir, but I think capturing on e5 is not too bad, because I can recapture with the rook. and my back row is not weakened just yet. So I'm going to be up a pawn up to the end of this, but is this position safe for my king? That's the question, I think. So after moving my rook off of the back rank, I don't believe I'm getting mated just yet. No, I'm not. So rook takes e5. I don't see a powerful attack. There is bishop f4. He does play bishop f4. Rook just goes back. Or, yeah, I think rook just goes back. Let's not complicate the issue too much. So rook goes back. King is still quite safe on the back rank. A queen exchange and I'm up a pawn. You know, that's quite tempting. He's only got a minute and 16. So he wants a queen exchange. Okay, I'll go for it. I'll go for the queen exchange. So I think I'll protect my back rank. This also prevents knight b5. Putting too much pressure on c7. So he wants to activate his pieces. And I'm going to say no. I'll contest this d file. I don't want to give you too much play. So should I just capture? If I capture, my back row is a bit weaker. I've only got 2 minutes. But I can gain a tempo on his bishop. Alright, let's go for it. I'm going to gain a tempo on his bishop with knight h5. I'm not yet being tortured. There's no rook c7, not rook d7 at the moment. He's thinking of devious tricks to back rank mate me. So how about just bishop f6 protects d8 for a moment? Oh, his knight's a bit weak. Let's relocate this knight, maybe to f5. Did I make a mistake before? Don't want to give up my bishop. I need to move quickly too. Let's move this knight back. So king c8 might be necessary to get off a dark coloured square. Oh, that's a good move. Whoops. Oh dear. Losing a knight. Uh-oh. Need to move quick now. Let's try and get these pieces moving. Maybe I should have played this. Okay. Let's gain some space. Oh, that was dumb actually. Okay, but now I'm infiltrating into his position. He's only got 10 seconds. Okay, I'll take here, come back, attack his bishop. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's pushing that pawn for victory. I've got to win on time here. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. But he doesn't have much time. He ran out of time. So I won on time. Decline. Thanks for the game. Good game. Wow, where did I go wrong there? That was sad. I gave him too much play. I was sure this was completely winning. Just pawn up. Took off the queens. Took off the rook, a pair of rooks. I made a blunder soon. In this position he had, yes, bishop d4 right now. So I allowed bishop d4. That was my main blunder. But then he gave back the piece, but his king was just in a powerful spot. He didn't even need to hold on to the piece. Right here, just gave back the piece, but I can't keep these pawns out. But he ran out of time, and I won. So that's how it goes. Thanks for checking out this video, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.